Hey, this is Jay with Sacred Gaming, bringing you some Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Yes, I said it, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It has been a while since I've uploaded anything like this. I know I've been putting out a lot of Destiny content, but I'm just not playing, Call of Duty. I can't wait to get back playing it. No, there's a horrible picture I need to remember to cover up. But yeah, I have not been playing a whole lot of Black Ops 2 or Advanced Warfare or anything like that. I cannot wait, though, for Black Ops 3 to come out. I know that's going to be a while, but I can't wait to get back to uploading these types of videos. So don't really want to talk about this gameplay. Instead, I want to talk about prayer, because prayer at times can seem very boring. I myself have fallen asleep quite a few times in prayer services. Heck, I've fallen asleep quite a few times in just regular services and everything like that. So if you've ever thought, oh man, prayer is boring and that's prevented you from doing it, I can relate. I know what you're talking about, but I want to help you out with that. All right, so first of all, we need to understand that anytime you do something repetitious, it gets boring. I mean, think about the Destiny grind. If you have to do all these bounties all the time and the same ones and everything like that, oh, it easily gets old. Or anytime you just play a game, it easily gets old. So it's just kind of natural in our nature that anytime we are praying and we're doing it repetitious, it's going to get old. It's a discipline. We discipline our bodies, we train ourselves to do it, and so we just have to keep that in mind. Now, the other reason that I think prayer is boring at times is just because it's selfish. A lot of times it just focuses in on ourselves. We go to God with the list of things that we want, like He's Santa Claus, and I'm sure you've heard that before, but think about it. Anytime I do a class, whether or not it's Wednesday night or Sunday morning Sunday school, or even before I preach, I will always ask for prayer requests and praises, and 95% of the time, at least 95% of the time, it's just people asking God for things. And it's not wrong to ask God for things, but it's things like, oh, my cat is sick, or I stubbed my toe, or I twisted my ankle, or I'm failing school and I need help getting better grades, or it's, sickness related. I think about the times in church. Man, the majority of prayer requests that come up in church are all sickness related. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to ask God to help, but if I was facing a terminal illness or if I was sick, of course I'm going to bring that to God. But when that's all our prayer life consists of, guys, we're missing out on something, and it's going to be boring. If we're only coming to God with a laundry list of things that we want, of course, that's going to get old really fast. That's going to get boring, especially if we think that God isn't answering those questions. Why would you keep that up? I mean, it's going to be boring. Think about this. If prayer is a conversation with God, it's going to be like a conversation with other people as well. And if our conversation with our spouse or our conversation with a friend only consists of us asking them for something, I mean, who's going to really want to be a part of that every time you go and talk to that person, they're just asking you for something? Man, it's going to be boring. There's no way I want to be a part of that. In fact, I think we just need to make a serious shift. And instead of praying for, hey Lord, bless my YouTube channel, help me to get more views and make more money or something like that, instead we need to pray, hey Lord, would you use this? Or would you show me what you want me to upload or what you want me to say? Help me glorify you with this YouTube channel or whatever. I think our focus of our prayer life is all about being comfortable and having it good. And I think that gets in the way. We're always praying for traveling mercies. Lord, protect us while we're driving and everything like that. And it's not a bad prayer. I'm not knocking anybody for praying that. But do you see how it changes the mindset, our mindset? And Christianity becomes all about being comfortable and about being safe. Christianity is far from being comfortable and far from being safe, though. And we need to pray some less safe prayers, I think, and stuff like that. Lord, give me a boldness. I'm scared to death to talk to my friends about Christ, but I want to do this. Will you give me a boldness? Will you give me the words to say? Lord, help me to start this ministry. It's really scary. Or help me to do this video, or things like that. We need to change our mindset. I think about Jesus Christ, and when He sent His disciples out, and when He talked about sending His disciples out, He said, hey, I'm sending you out like sheep among wolves. All right? This is a scary place. But we need to go out. We need to be willing to be scared and not, just focus on everything being safe and nice and everything like that. Lord, whatever it takes, use me. If it takes my death, if it takes, something else going on, Lord, I just want to be faithful to you, and I just want to be used by you. I think if we get kind of that focus, I think that's going to help this be less boring. If you want a non-boring prayer, pray for the opportunity to talk to somebody about Christ. It is crazy. When I've prayed those prayers, there have been some crazy situations that have just come up, and I know they are God ordained and they just happen. So do that. Also, intercede for other people. Let's quit praying for ourselves so much and start praying for the people around us who are going through things. Man, people are broken. People are struggling. People are, desperate. Let's intercede for them and help them out. And let's just shut up sometimes during prayer. You know what I'm saying? If prayer is a conversation, maybe we need to be quiet and let God speak to us. Lord, speak to me. People think that God does not speak to them, but all too often, I think we're just constantly filling his ear or constantly talking. We don't shut up enough to actually hear what he wants to say. So maybe in your next prayer time, start off by praising God and thanking him for what he's done in your life, and then go to confession. If you've fallen in any area and you need to bring something and ask for forgiveness for something, confess that. Ask the Holy Spirit to bring up things that you might not even realize. Then go to intercessory prayer. Pray for those people that are struggling around you, those people that are broken around you. Then you can ask God, hey, Lord, would you show me how you want to use me this week? And let God speak to you. How can I be a better ambassador for you? And that's the time that you just want to be quiet and listen. And then at the very end, maybe ask God for something that you want or need or something in your life. I think if we change from a 95% of the time just asking for things when we're praying to God to maybe a 15 to 20% time, I think that's when prayer is not boring. But let me know what you guys think about this. Is it making any sense? Do you have any other questions? Leave those in the comment sections. But that's where I'm going to end it. As always, though, guys, take care and God bless.